Hi, my name is David. I own and operate Country Whatnot Gardens here outside of Rochester, Indiana, which is about an hour south of the Michigan state line. I grow 25 different species and varieties of bamboo, and one of the plants I grow with the bamboo is this tree right here. It does well in the same soil as bamboo, as the sun-loving bamboos, and in the same vicinity. The bamboo's right over there, and I'll try not to spin this too fast to make you dizzy, and the tree is right there. That tree is the Manchurian Apricot, Prunus manchurica. And I wanted to grow ume here, which is a Japanese apricot slash plum. It's not really a plum. They do call it a plum, but it's more so of an apricot. But Prunus ume, the Japanese ume, is not quite cold hardy here. We're a zone or too far north to grow it. But the Manchurian apricot here is in the same family. They are closely related, the two trees, and this one grows here just fine. Now, it's not really a fruiting apricot like an orchard variety. Mine have never borne fruit. I've heard that they can, but I've heard that it's very sporadic and seldom as well. I've got 13 or 14 of these, I think, in all. So cross-pollination is not a problem. That's not it. They do require cross-pollination if they're going to fruit, but and they're all seedlings too, so it's not like they're grafted clones, but they were seedlings when I got them. And this one is a good 15 foot tall. I don't know if I can back up far enough to fit all of that tree in view or not. Maybe almost. There we go. But the apricot slash plum, that family, and bamboo and pine in Japanese gardens are known as the three friends of winter because the apricot blooms just almost through winter in Japan here as winter is ending, and the pine and then the bamboo, of course, are supposed to stay green during winter. So they're known as the three friends of winter. And since a Japanese garden is divided up into 4 quadrants, your north is for winter, your south is for summer, your east is spring, west is for fall. So ideally you plant your winter interest plants in your north quadrant, your spring interest plants in your east quadrant, your summer interest plants in your south quadrant, and your autumn interest plants in your west quadrant, right? So it just so happens that I do have pine, plum, aka apricot, and bamboo in my north quadrant of my garden. So the three friends of winter are in the north quadrant here. And you can see I've got several down through there and a few more down through this way. But they're in the north quadrant, the apricots, leading down to the east quadrant where the majority of I don't know if I can show it, the flowering cherries are at. Down through that way. And here's another apricot, if I'm getting the camera turned the right way. And then that leads down into the east quadrant, then where the Yoshino cherry is. There's another Yoshino. There's an Oshima over there. And right there on the berm of the rain garden, right there, is a weeping cherry. That is Prunus subhirtella pendula. And it's very difficult to find those on their own roots. This particular one is an own root tree. Usually when you find these in a garden center, they're grafted about eye level on top of a standard, an upright cherry of a different species. And then the weeping cherries on top of that, and it cascades down. But what happens is you get a overgrown, to me it's hideous. I don't want to insult someone else's tree if you like it. But to me, it looks like a hideous graft burl on top of a stick with Medusa's head up there or something. It looks bizarre. But anyway, own root weeping cherries will get tall if you stake them upright and get them started. Now this one is staked, and it's a good 15, 18 feet tall, I'm going to say. I think probably about 15. But it is weeping cherry from root to tip. It was started as a rooted cutting, and I got it from a seller on eBay. I wrote him and I said, is it grafted low? Because my original plan was if it was grafted low, I could hide that graft union with a low or mid-sized shrub, right? I could plant it around the trunk, hide that, even though it's not really a good idea to plant evergreen, especially bushes, around a prunus species, because it can encourage fungus to grow and you can get diseases like black knot and stuff like that. But I was going to do kind of like a kidney bean shape shrub around it if it had been grafted, to hide that graft, and then keep the bush within eye arrangement, so to speak, within visual arrangement, so that it hid the graft union, but yet had air circulation behind it. So it was kind of like a kidney bean shape, or a U open from the back for air circulation, so you don't get black knot and various infections in the cherry tree. But as it turned out, the seller wrote and he said, "It's not a graft, it's a rooted cutting." I said, "I'll take it." And I got this when it was about 3 or 4 foot tall, and that has been about 6 years ago. So it has grown really, really well. And it blooms nice in the spring. And when we have a lot of rain with the rain garden, you get the reflection of the tree in the rain garden too. So that's an added bonus. And then in years where the bamboo doesn't top kill, then of course you get the bamboo in the background looking that way. Of course, that one over there being Rorculus. And then when you are back here in this part of the garden and you're looking this way against the tree, then you have the dark green of Rubra marginata back there on the other side of the tree. So it's a nice spring interest tree, and I have found that it does very well here, planted right there by the rain garden. It would do well in any well-drained soil. You'll notice it is on a berm. It is raised. This berm keeps that rain garden from overflowing and going this way. Instead, the rain garden's low spot where it drains out of is over here, right there, which forces it across the stone, which helps with erosion, and then into the bamboo grove, which of course stops erosion, because bamboo holds the soil together. Bamboo is really good for erosion. In Japan, they say that if you get an earthquake, head into the bamboo groves, because the roots will hold the soil together and help prevent you from being caught in a landslide if you're up in a mountainous area at the time of a earthquake. But anyway, that has been a look at some of the flowering trees, which are dormant as of yet right now. And I think it's important to look at these plants that's growing with bamboo while they're in their dormant state, because you get to see the form. And that's important when you're comparing multi-stem to single stem growth habit. So again, when these plants come into season and start having their foliage and flowers, I'll do more videos on them so you get to see them during their seasons of interest, respectively, depending on which plant it is, and whether it's the maple in the fall, or the flowering trees in the spring, or the peonies in the spring, and so forth. But anyway, that has been another visit to the garden, and I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate you stopping by again. And if you like the video, please like, subscribe, and share. I'd appreciate it. Until next time, take care. Bye.